Shivani and a new postcard has arrived from Andhra Pradesh. Every state in India carries within it centuries of intriguing tales, folklore and trivia. After all, India is a land of ancient historical heritage and diversity. At every mile of this vast country, one encounters a new fascinating legend or story. Sometimes unearthing these mystic truths in our travels is one of the most interesting parts about traveling in India. They say traveling is like speaking to people from different centuries. Before I traveled to Vishakhapatnam, this seemingly rather modern, smart city could not have prepared me for the rich legacy it holds within its folds. I never knew there was at one point a strong Buddhist influence in this region. Vishakhapatnam's history stretches back to the 6th century BCE when it was considered a part of the Kalinga kingdom and later ruled by the Vengi, the Pallava and the Eastern Ganga dynasties. Archaeological records suggest that the present city was built around the 11th and 12th centuries with control over the city fluctuating between the Chola dynasty and the Gajapati kingdom until its conquest by the Vijayanagara Empire in the 15th century. In 16th century, following the decline of Vijayanagara Empire and the Gajapatis, the coastal region of North Andhra, including Vishakhapatnam, was annexed by the Jaipur kingdom and remaining so under the advent of the British in 1711. Evidently, the Maharaja of Jaipur was commonly referred to as the Maharaja of Vishakhapatnam until the dissolution of the princely state in 1947. European powers eventually establishing trading operations in the city, and by the end of the 18th century, it had come under French colonial rule. Control passed to the East India Company in 1804 and the city remained under British colonial rule until Indian independence in 1947. So what a checkered history. But today I want to talk about the Buddhist influence. Hindu texts state that during the 5th century BC, the Vishakhapatnam region was part of Kalinga territory, which extended to the Godavari river. Relics found in the area also prove the existence of a Buddhist empire in the region. Kalinga later lost the territory to King Ashoka in the bloodiest battle of its time, which prompted Ashoka to embrace Buddhism. Vishakhapatnam is surrounded by ancient Buddhist sites, most of which have been excavated recently and illustrate the legacy of Buddhism in the region. Pavaralakonda, ceramic sculptures of guardian yakshas. Pavaralakonda, which is the Pigeon Hill, is a hillock west of Bhimli, about 24 kilometers from Vishakhapatnam. The Buddhist settlement found here is estimated to date back from the 1st century BC to the 2nd century AD. On the hillock, which overlooks the coastline, are 16 rock-cut cisterns for collecting rainwater. Gopalapatnam on the Tandav river is a village surrounded by brick stupas, viharas, pottery and other Buddhist artifacts.
Now let's go over to the Thotlakonda Buddhist complex, which was accidentally discovered during an aerial survey by the Indian Navy for setting up a naval base.
So as you see behind me, this is the Thotlakonda Buddhist site in Vishakhapatnam, where there are evidences of ancient Buddhist culture in the region. I'm now inside the beautiful Thotlakonda park and you can see a lovely Buddha statue right behind me. The whole park is so serene and peaceful, just the way Buddhism has taught to the world. That serenity and peace actually can be felt over here. See, along the edges of the park we have these ancient stone with beautiful Buddhist sculptures of that era. Unbelievable beauty. This is the site of an ancient Buddhist monastery. That was discovered in 1976 and many treasures were excavated. So right behind me are these lovely Buddhist structures from an ancient era. I can't describe the beauty of this place. So these look like little rooms from that era. Taken a round of this site. It gives you loose flesh basically, because you know this is a part of our heritage, ancient history, and you see it all around. So basically these are the viharas, which were probably the rooms of all the students who lived and studied here. And that side we have the congregation hall. This is the way to the kitchen complex. The best part is it's been very nicely maintained. There is lush greenery and it is on top of a hill. So this is the storeroom or the bhandar grih. This is the storekeeper's room, and this is the storeroom, and that is the kitchen.
It is believed that by the middle of the 3rd century, the complex faded in the mist of time. There are almost 17 ancient Buddhist relic sites in Andhra Pradesh. One reason for this could be that a hill on the sea coast with salubrious climate was an ideal attraction for the Buddhist monks to build a monastery complexes here. Thotlakonda, Sarnath, Kushinagar and Lumbini happen to lie almost on the same longitude. Those coming to India by high seas wanted to travel by the shortest distance and so visited Thotlakonda.
Bhavikonda Buddhist complex is another very fascinating place. Bhavikonda is an important Buddhist heritage site located on a hill about 15 kilometers northeast from Vishakhapatnam city. Here the Buddhist habitation is noticed on a 16-hectare flat terraced area. The Hinayana school of Buddhism was practiced at the monastery between the 3rd century BC and the 3rd century AD. Bhavikonda has remains of an entire Buddhist complex comprising of 26 structures belonging to 3 phases. A piece of bone stored in an urn recovered here is believed to belong to the mortal remains of the Buddha. The word Bhavikonda in Telugu means a hill of wells. Fitting its name, Bhavikonda is a hill with wells for the collection of rainwater. Well, I hope you liked today's postcard from Andhra Pradesh. I hope you keep watching Postcard from Bharat. Namaskar.